What is intersectional age discrimination in employment law? Imagine facing unfair treatment at work not just because of your age, but because of how your age mixes with other parts of who you are. That's what intersectional age discrimination is all about. It happens when someone is targeted because of a combination of traits like age and race, sex, or disability. This kind of bias is more complex than just being old or young. It's about how these traits come together to create a unique experience of discrimination. In the United States, laws like the Age Discrimination in Employment Act protect workers aged 40 and older from age bias. Meanwhile, Title VII of the Civil Rights Act protects against discrimination based on race, sex, religion, and national origin. But these laws were created to address one protected trait at a time. Real-life discrimination often involves more than one trait. For example, an older woman might face different treatment than an older man or a younger woman. Her experience is shaped by both her age and her sex, making her situation a clear case of intersectional discrimination. Legal language sometimes calls this sex plus discrimination, meaning discrimination based on sex plus another characteristic. Courts have been cautious about recognizing these claims, especially when age is involved, because the Age Discrimination Act is separate from laws protecting race or sex. But recent court decisions have started to acknowledge that discrimination can be based on the combination of traits. They now recognize that if an employer's decision was influenced by both age and another protected trait, it could be considered illegal discrimination. Proving intersectional age discrimination can be tricky. If an older woman is fired while older men and younger women keep their jobs, she might argue that her treatment was because she is an older woman. She would need to show that her age and her sex together influenced the employer's decision. Some states like California have laws explicitly banning discrimination based on the intersection of traits. The Federal Equal Employment Opportunity Commission supports the idea that these claims are valid, but court rulings can vary depending on where the case is filed. For workers, understanding that discrimination can be based on more than one trait is important. Keeping records of comments, policies, and patterns that show bias related to both age and other traits can help build a case. Employers should also be aware that discrimination may not always be about just one characteristic. Training managers and staff to recognize bias at the intersection of traits can help prevent unfair treatment. Policies should be reviewed regularly to make sure they do not unintentionally target employees based on multiple protected categories. In summary, intersectional age discrimination happens when someone is treated unfairly because of the way their age combines with other protected traits. The law is evolving to recognize these kinds of claims, and both employees and employers should understand that discrimination can be about the unique experience of belonging to more than one protected group.